What's going on, guys? It's Carlos from the Just Fans podcast. I'm joined tonight, of course, with my co-host Poppy. Let him know what's up, Poppy.
Not much, man. Not much. It's been kind of sick the past few days, but it's all good, man. Getting back
Yeah, you
to it.
sound sick, bro. You sound sick.
Yeah, I'm sick of this shit. Anyway,
And of course, we got Rios in the house. Let him know what's up, Rios.
Good, everybody. I'm excited for opening day, as you can see.
I see
damn right.
that. Man, all right. And today we have a special guest straight from U of H Cougar football. We got none other than Derek Parrish. Let him know what's up, Derek. How you doing, bud?
What's up? I'm doing great. All good over here. How y'all doing?
Good,
Good
man. It's
shit,
great
man.
to
Good
have
shit.
you on the show, man. Great to have you on the show. I appreciate you again for hanging out with us for a little bit, and like I said, just talking some football and getting to know you a little better.
Shoot, I appreciate y'all for having me on. I'm excited.
There you go. There you go. That's the first time anybody said they're excited to be on our show. Ain't that? No, I'm just kidding.
They're always like, I only got 5 minutes, guys.
Oh, we got 5 minutes, y'all. No.
Well, shoot, this is a Houston podcast, so I'm with it.
There you go. H town,
Let's
baby.
go.
H
H
town.
down, brother.
know that.
There
H
you
down.
go. Yeah. If
He's from
we got to know
California.
Derek. What was that?
You're from California. You don't count.
Shut up. I was raised in California for like 4 years, sir. Okay.
And you don't like crawfish either. You're disqualified. You're
We'll
disqualified.
accept anybody willing to rep the H, though.
There you go.
Damn right.
there you
Damn
go.
right.
There you
Unless
go.
you're from California. Now get out of here.
I hate both of you. Oh, by the way, Derek, before we start, let's get. Do you like crawfish or no? Is that your thing?
I love crawfish.
Ah,
I
damn,
love
I'm the only one.
crawfish.
Because do you like crawfish, Poppy?
Bro, I'm allergic.
Oh, that's right. You're allergic. Okay.
That's an excuse. You don't.
But if I ever, if I ever feel like, calling it quits, I wouldn't mind going with some crawfish.
Not a bad
Like,
way to
after like if we start seeing with like a bag of crawfish and a side of corn, we're like, oh no, you all right? You need an intervention there, bro?
That's funny.
All right, man. So we got to know Derek a little bit just for a few minutes, like right before we started this. And, as you can tell, he's Houston through and through, played for the Cougars. How did your journey start with the Cougars, man? Is that the school you've always wanted to go to, or did you just how did that happen?
I'm gonna be real. No, so after my freshman season, I had shoulder surgery, and I was just starting to get recruited. My mom was like, "Would you ever play for Houston? Like, would you ever stay home?" I said, "No, I would not." I would, think you want to go West Coast or East Coast, like out of state to college or whatever, because you see all the college movies growing up,
Right.
but it's not like that at all. So it's like, and what's funny is that about 3 months, 4 or 5 months later, I get a offer from them, and then 3 months later, I committed. So I committed like end of my sophomore year to Houston.
Also, it took a while. Like you had to think it over, type of thing.
I mean, yeah, but I was pretty sad. I was like, because it was when Herman was running the show, and they was building a lot behind that. So I stuck with it pretty soon.
Okay, and like, how does it feel? Being from Houston, going to U of H, and representing those colors, which we know, they're not as good as some people might want them to be. Obviously, being from Houston, but how does it feel to put on that jersey, dude, and like represent and wanting to do like everything you can on the field,
Yeah, man, it's really a blessing, and like I'm really grateful because not a lot of guys can say they play college ball in their hometown. So just representing the H, man, that's like real cool, being from my hometown. So like, even if, I would like next level Texas, whatever, I'd be an opportunity to sink my teeth in the community. Like I want to get a little deeper into that, So man, it's just really a blessing because I know a lot of guys can't do that.
So once you get drafted by the Texans, you're gonna be our new JJ, okay? So
Texans, you're watching this. I know you sometimes watch our show, Texans. I know it. I seen it.
Dude, I'm looking
I
to be
can
the
track
first
y'all
Derek
down.
Parrish, man.
there you go. That's a great thing to look at. Like you don't want to be compared to nobody else. You want to be your own man. You want to
Your
be.
own person, yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yes,
how do
sir.
you how do you view yourself? Like if you join the league, how would you view yourself? Like what kind of player are you?
I tenacity, motor, relentless, courageous. I think just I try to put my passion out on the field, so I think it shows in my play and my traits.
Yeah, I've seen some of your videos, and we're going to show a little bit of it, and just kind of got it in a little while, and then just Just let us, we want to know like what goes through your mind, and we always ask we've had a few NFL draft prospects on our show before, and we always like to see like what goes like to hear and listen to you guys, like what's going through your mind as you're making these type of plays. So dude, what I
Shoot.
saw this season a lot from you was just how your ability to get to the quarterback. Like you could tell the quarterback's looking for you because they know you're coming. So like, what is your mindset? I know obviously you
Sure.
can say, yeah, get to the quarterback, right? But what's running through your mind as soon as you get the call? What goes?
Shoot. Really pre-play, you make all your pre-play reads, all like get out, check out all your tips, where everybody's selling or whatever. And then once the ball snap is really nothing. You decide what move you want to hit, and you think of nothing and just trust it. It's really about just trusting your ability to get around the way you say you want to.
Yeah.
Like pre-snap. So really nothing. At least it's supposed to be nothing. But so yeah, I couldn't even tell. I just turned my brain off, tried to
So,
and just
so
execute.
what's that feeling like whenever you actually make a play, get to the quarterback? Like what is going through your mind once you make that play? Are you like,
Oh,
do you
man.
flex on them? Do you like?
I got a couple celebrations in the bag, honestly. I mean,
Ah,
it's just a rush, man. It's a rush. It gets you deeper in the aspect of the game, and it's just, man, it's a great feeling because it makes you want to do it again.
yeah.
we know
Rios,
we
you got
know
anything?
we
Oh,
know
sorry.
sorry we know I'm sure you guys in the locker room, like when your buddy gets a touchdown or your quarterback is having a great game or whatever, I'm sure you guys like praising each other,
Yeah.
and the high fives and the slap in the butts and all that stuff. But but when people like make great plays on defense, like do you think like defense gets enough praise, or do you think like defensive players should get a little bit more?
I think they should get a little bit more. I think defensive guys need to get more love. But I mean, defensive plays don't go unnoticed. But you know how the media is; they always want the guy with the
Oh yeah.
ball and
Yeah,
scoring
Yeah.
touchdowns. So I get it, but I think defense should get more love.
see, because you're a Houston guy, right? We had JJ for so long, and JJ for the longest time was like, it still is my favorite player, my favorite ever
Hmm.
Texan as well. And every time he would get a sack, or every time like the few times he actually scored a touchdown, like returning the ball or
Right.
whatever, like I would celebrate it like we just won the whole goddamn thing. Like, that's my dude, that's my guy.
Facts.
I feel like you don't see a lot of that. You don't see a lot of love for defensive players, man.
Yeah, it's almost like it's rare. Like even in the NFL, like when was the last time a defensive player got an MVP award?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
about
a long time.
I don't even remember
Been
the
a
last
minute.
time they were like in the conversation.
I wanted
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
last time was either Reggie White or Lawrence Hill, but that's back in the 80s, man. That was like almost 40 years ago
I
now.
wasn't even
Rios
born
was like
yet.
2 years old when that happened.
Yeah, I wasn't even born yet, so it doesn't count.
By the way, we like to clown on Rios because he's like the older guy here. And so we always every time there's like an opportunity for like a old joke, we always have to include him in it. How was the Civil
That's
War, Rios?
hilarious.
What's the Civil War? Which side did you fight on?
Oh, no.
He's like, next question, please, guys. No, it's so. Let me ask you. So, in this last season, you had about I think you were on pay. You had like 5 sacks and like eight and a half tackles for loss, and then suddenly you go down with an injury. So we know that's part of the game. How did you deal with that in the mental aspect? Like knowing, I think it was you tore your bicep. How did you deal with that, man? Mentally, how did that make you feel?
I mean, it's tough. It's a gut punch for sure. But I just seen it as like a test from God to see how much I let a game like I really say I do. So I just seen that as a opportunity of adversity, and I sunk my teeth in it and hit it hard, really. And I just been keep my head down and grinding.
Yeah, they say that the during your downtime, that's what makes that's what builds your character and whatnot. And
Yeah,
is
so
it
you gotta learn to embrace that with open arms.
that's right. You obviously it sucks at the moment, but I guess it makes you a stronger person. So I correct me if I'm wrong here. I heard that you were practicing for fullback. Is that correct? Or
Yes,
am I-
sir. Yes,
How did
sir.
how is that transition from going to like from the defense now to like a fullback position?
I mean, it's fun. It helps me understand the game a little bit more, dipping into offensive playbook. And I mean, I played that position in Little League. I ran the ball, so it's like almost coming full circle. I mean, so I think there's some development I can do, but I think I'm confident I can run routes just like the next guy, get open, catch the ball, get upfield.
Yeah, it makes
So
you.
I
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
definitely
Yeah,
do blocking well, all of that.
it makes you more of a versatile player too. Like they can probably write some plays for you where you can be on like offense, like all right, run this ball. You know what I mean, or be a distraction. Like I hate to bring it
That's
back
the
up,
goal.
like JJ Watt. You know, he played tight end in high school. Excuse me, in college. So even though he was a defensive end, like they put him in how do you call it,
Yeah.
as a tight end role a few
Yeah,
years back.
I remember.
You know?
I remember we would make 1 or 2 plays for him every now and again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I mean that'd be cool, man.
Right?
That'd be awesome.
yeah, no, it's awesome, but yeah, like I think I like the fact that you're doing that because again, it makes you a versatile player, and honestly, it's a rarity. You know, how many players, how often do you see a lot of defensive players do a little bit on the offensive side? You know, how often?
Shoot. Yeah, rarely, man. Like I mean, I just really want to just get it any way I can. Like I'll play whatever position, man. I just just want to play ball. So
Yeah.
help a team win however. So that's kind of like the mindset I've embraced it with. And it might change the game because there's not a lot of two-way players.
Right, that's
You know?
exactly right.
Let me ask you that: how did you end up at D tackle? Like, I feel like growing up, like a lot of guys, see themselves more on the offensive side of the ball, whether it's running the ball, catching the ball, stuff like that. How do you end up as a D tackle?
So I started out playing fullback and defensive end in Little League. I went to 7th grade. I went to running back. 8th grade, I went to outside linebacker, a little bit of receiver. Going into freshman year. In the freshman year, I got moved down to safety, then to linebacker. Linebacker up to junior year high school, defensive end my senior year, and then I went back to linebacker my redshirt freshman year. I played OLB in a 3-4, and then once Holgerson came in, I went down to like a stand-up defensive end, and I stuck it with the end, and a little dabble in fullback coming up to it. So
There you go.
And out of all those
I really-
positions, what's been the one that I guess you have more fun in?
Shoot, I can't really say because I feel like getting a sack is just as much fun as getting a touchdown.
Dude, if
know what I
anything,
mean?
it looks more fun. If anything, like whenever you get the quarterback, you feel like you must
Yeah,
feel
you
like
feel
you
like the man,
ruled the
so
world.
yeah. Really, like you get up, like you get chills down your body. It's a really great feeling. But I'm trying to sink my teeth into how it feels to get a touchdown. So I'm working for that too.
Damn right, you gotta. Like you said, there's not a lot of two-way players. So
How do you feel like your pro day went for you? Like in your mind, how do you feel like you did on your pro day?
Honestly, man, in my opinion, I think it went great. I had some great times. They clocked me at a 4.56, a 4.09, 5.10, 6.7 on the 3-cone, 37 vert. I think a 9.10 on broad, 27 reps on the bench. So number-wise, I think it was great, and I think I looked good in the drills too. The drills felt really good as well, running routes, catching balls. So I'm confident coming out of it.
It's good, man. I'm telling you, I want to see Derek Parrish in the NFL myself. Like I want to see. I don't care, even if you're not for like our local team, the Texans. I don't care. I'm buying the jersey. I like how I say that to like everybody that comes in.
As
I'm
long as
buying
it's
one
not-
jersey.
as long as it's not the Cowboys, I'm 100% behind it.
I mean,
Get it off
shoot,
of
I
the
play for
Cowboys. Be
Jerry
like,
Will.
no. I'm kidding.
Man, any opportunity, I would be blessed for it. I'm grateful for it.
You may be the only. If you were to go to the Cowboys, you may be the only Cowboys jersey I actually would volunteer to wear. So
I appreciate that. Man. I
you gotta
appreciate that.
come on the show though.
I'll wear it. I'll wear it.
Yeah,
If I get one.
You what?
I'll
definitely.
wear it in secret if I get one. I'm not gonna post it.
He's like in the corner crying, wearing it. He's so awesome. See, all right. See, look at Derek, all healthy. Can you show us the water bottle again? That you have?
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at that. Rio, show them yours. Show them your mug. Oh, show everybody. He has to go get up and get it. You should right there. Look at that.
Really?
That's awesome.
There's the difference, kids. There's
a difference, kids. There's
That's awesome.
there's definitely a difference. A pro bowler right there, like Derek, is water, and then you got a guy like Rio's.
Some guy just talking on a podcast.
Some guy talking a random
Hey, I'm a
podcast.
professional drinker, sir. Professional drinker.
Let me see your license.
Yeah, exactly.
No, like you said, no, any opportunity would be a blessing.
Mhm.
And I'm sure, and like you said, but let me ask you this: like when you're, getting like doing all those drills, and people are watching you, how you perform, and all those things. You got scouts, you got managers, you got all this type of people, you got the press. Does that put a lot more pressure on you, like that day, like going into that day, that whole week, knowing that you have to make sure that you're on your A game, making sure that you're hitting all the numbers that you need to hit to impress some people? Does that put a lot more pressure, or does it just drive you to be more?
I mean, yeah, there really is a lot of pressure to it, I guess. But I mean, but that's an opportunity you've been working for since you was a little kid, and you train the past 3 months for it. That's all you thinking about. That you have no choice but to perform. Especially if you feel like you put in the work, then the pressure shouldn't overwhelm you because then you should feel prepared for that type of audition. But I mean, then again, you could also channel it to like, oh, all eyes on me. Like it's time to show what I got. So that's kind of the route I took it as, and I kind of just embraced all that, all those emotions and put it into my work. Because I mean, no pressure, no diamonds. So that's just how I've seen
Damn right.
Right?
See, I like this attitude, man. I like the attitude. Yeah.
it.
Telling you,
What
man.
about the other people on there? Like, are you looking at, oh, that guy, like he he's a lot faster than me. That guy is bench pressing a lot more.
No,
Like, do you look at
I
that?
don't really.
Or is it just like it's just me time? Derek Parrish, everybody, watch out! Here I come. Type of
Yeah,
thing.
no, I don't compare myself to other players because I'm a different player than everybody else. So I think I just focus on being a better me every day. It's me versus me. So that's just how I attack, training and work and all the things you got to do to, be great. Because everybody, if you want to be great, you gotta work for it. So that's just what I try to do every day.
Okay, D'Amico, if you're listening to this, I need you to get this guy on the roster.
We
This is
got
this is the type of culture we need. Okay, I don't want people coasting around while you're here. I need players who come to play. God damn it! Because if we get one more losing season like the one we just had, I don't know if I can do this anymore.
so
I
Derek.
definitely
Do
love to
you
help them out.
right? Do you actually? So are you a Texans fan? Would you legitimately say you're a Texans fan? Or
Yes, I was a Texans fan growing up. If I could find it, I have a little baby picture of me rocking a Texans Letterman jacket and a Texans hat.
what?
Nice.
Dude, I'm a Texans fan through the downs too. I've been a Texans fan the whole time growing up. I always stay
Mostly
with the
downs.
Texans.
It was
Mostly
mostly
downs.
down.
Mostly down.
Yeah, mostly
But dude,
downs,
like
but I'm saying.
like seriously, how awesome would it be for the hometown kid to go to the hometown school and then go to the hometown NFL team? Like that would be like a legitimate dream, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Yeah,
I would love that opportunity. That would be insane.
Right?
Stars align, it all works out.
yeah, that'd be perfect. That's the dream right there, man. But like I said, nonetheless, dude, hopefully, like I said, you get picked by somebody, even the Texans. Hopefully the Texans. Hopefully it's the hometown team. But man, dude, like it's just, yeah, with those numbers that you put up, dude, that should be a steal right there.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
No, dude, you actually seem like the real deal. I'm looking at some of your stats too, and I'm just like I mean, like what team would want to have a guy like this, especially with the attitude, man? Like, I feel like a lot of time you see players who are just looking for like the next move type of thing,
Yeah. But shit,
and
I'm just trying to play ball, man.
there you go, like exactly like that. And there's the other side of it, like the players who just want a ball.
Mhm.
And that's
I
the
mean,
type of shit that we look for, man. That's the type of shit that we as fans wanna cheer for. Those guys, the
I
guys who want to
appreciate
play
that.
for the home team, for the even if they're not, kind of like I keep bringing him up, but kind of like JJ, like he wasn't from Texas, he wasn't from Houston, but he embraced the city and he wanted to play ball, and the city got behind him and embraced him. And to this day,
Yeah.
we all ride or die with JJ, even
That's
So
for
after
real,
even
man.
e-
He wears
even
the
after he
colors
left.
well.
Exactly, even after he left. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe one day you'll be in a Ford commercial. Who knows?
yeah,
Texas
exactly.
go, man.
Hey, so I want to read something that I think one of Houston defensive lineman, I think it was Nelson, and I might be mispronouncing the last name, Caesar, I think,
Yeah.
CEA. Yeah, Nelson Caesar. He said, everybody that's been around Derek Parrish knows the type of guy that Derek Parrish is. Derek Parrish is a soldier. He's a brother who I'm not sure if he's in the Army or the Marines. He's had surgery like 2 days ago, but everybody knew that Derek Parrish was going to play. Houston defensive lineman Nelson Caesar. I mean, you got him like somebody vouching for you too, bro. Like that is, you got your teammates that got your back, which obviously speaks very highly of you. So how was that? With that being said, how was that camaraderie, that brotherhood in the U of H locker room?
It was deep, man. We were all close. Like we all learned how to play with each other because we go through the good times, the bad times together. We're all at the same spot at 6:30 in the morning in the indoor. About to face that tough run that we got in front of us. So just going through pain all together kind of made us whole as a team, and that's something you can't like fake. So it's a special feeling.
No, man, we love that.
Exactly.
Makes you want to go harder on the field.
Yeah, no, definitely. Has there ever? So, what would you say? And this may be a kind of like an open question here. What would you say was your favorite game of this season? Like where you just felt like this is a game that defines Derek Parrish?
Shoot, I would say my best that game was the Tech game. Like that was where I portrayed my best self as a player.
Oh, yeah.
And I think if it could happen once, it could happen again. So that's what I'm gonna strive to. That type of game, I strive to have that, every week. So
yeah, I saw parts of that game. So now I have the I'm gonna share really quick one of the sacks that he had on the quarterback there. Give me 1 second, and it's legit. Like I really enjoy this. All right, so give me 1 second. I'm obviously gonna put it on mute so I don't get that YouTube copyright.
Yeah, copyright it.
So you're number 0. You're right here, and you got the QB from Tech. There we go. Snap of the ball.
Dude, like he's not even there. Like he's not even there, man.
There's no lineman there.
Yeah, right there.
man, that's awesome.
Yeah. That had to be one of my favorites, too. Like, and it's the highlight from Tech, and I'm trying to see like more.
Dude, and the QB didn't even see it coming, dude.
No, if I look back at it, dude, yeah, let me go back really quick at it. And so
The QB probably thought he had another 2 or 3 seconds to throw the ball.
It was one of those things we didn't see coming. So he's right there, dude. He's coming off. Boom.
Yeah, like he's trying to line up the shot, and before he knows it, a freaking bus just crashes.
I'm wondering how I got in this
That's
position.
crazy.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
You went all out on that game, and it's funny. Coincidentally, I was actually this before we even when it happened. We didn't even know we were going to be doing this at that time. Also, and so now it's kind of funny because I watched that game. I was watching that game at home, and I was like, and I saw that tackle. I was like, man, he got hit. Like that was my impression. Like, man, he got hit. That's a hit. Here we are, almost like a year later. Now I'm interviewing the guy that actually caused
That's cool.
that.
That's
hilarious.
awesome.
You're busy getting mad and hitting the truck stick.
Yeah, exactly.
Trying to take it out.
Yeah, I'm looking at that game and I'm trying to find some more highlights of that game. It's like, yeah, you're right. You went all out on that game, and so that's awesome. Yeah, so that was particularly the game you said, right? That's the one that you feel.
Let me ask you. What has been your favorite memory playing ball up to this point in your career? It could be high school. It could be even
COVID
younger.
season. COVID season, I returned a little fumble from the queue for like 85 yards.
Oh,
David Anini on the other side, he sack stripped him, and the ball like floated into my hands. I caught it and took it 85. That's probably my favorite memory.
Let me ask you this: what is it like when it's kind of like those things, like somebody fumbles the balls and it just so happened to land in your hand? Like what's going through your mind? Are you just like
Score.
looking at the end zone and just like nothing else, just tunnel
zone.
vision?
you better get on my way.
Is onto the end zone. Exactly, like bro, do not slow down. Like just run.
Thinking about what touchdown dance am I going to do in the end zone?
Sure, I think I remember it was like play 8 of the drive, and then I had to run 85 yards. So it was like I was gassed. I think I'm gonna screw up after that. I'm gonna be real. Yeah, I was out of breath.
No, man. You ever see like those clips on Twitter or whatever? It's like, the 250-pound lineman in high school picks up the fumble, like he's just like hauling ass, There's about 20 players that are like almost passing him, celebrating with him, and he's still like, just get out of my way and just
Try to catch my breath.
Like every time I saw JJ run with the ball, I was like, oh.
That's a big man moving.
It's a big man. Everybody get out the way.
Man.
So I guess looking forward to the future. When you make it to the NFL, what quarterback do you look forward to sacking?
Ooh, Brady's out of the
I
league,
got-
so
I
you
got-
can't say Brady no more.
I know, man. Just, I feel like it'd be an honor to sack all the greats. So, shoot, but every QB got a target on their back with me. So,
So-
respectfully.
Let me ask you this: so you face quarterbacks who just stay in the pocket, and quarterbacks who are more versatile in the pocket, and move around. How much harder is it just to get a quarterback that runs more? Like how,
It is because especially if you're getting back there putting pressure, it's almost to where he's gonna like drop back and he's gonna peek at where you are,
Mhm.
seeing if because I think it happened Rice game. That quarterback was looking at where we were at before he was getting into his reads.
Wow.
So I mean, dual threats they're tough. They're nasty with it. So just approaching at a right angle is really like dive. I wouldn't say it's really like take a shot and then hope you get it, but I mean, try to come around calculated, especially if you get back quick. You know, a little bit more free than you expected on the move. So yeah.
Okay. I have another little clip of you about and I just paused it right now. And check this out, guys. This is pretty cool. Hold on. Give me 1 second. All right. Here we go. Ready? All right. Okay. You got Derek right there, 0.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, you're just diving in, dude. Like,
With the cast in hand.
is that a cast? Was that a cast in your hand?
Yeah, I broke my hand 2 weeks ago or a week ago before that.
And they just let you play like that?
Yeah, so I broke it Tuesday, the week of UTS. Surgery Thursday, played Saturday.
God
UTS,
damn.
UTSA.
Jeez.
Dude, I will be out for like 8 months.
I'd be crying on
I'll
the floor, just contemplating my life. Why did I
be
make
like,
this mistake?
just chop it off. Just chop it off. Like,
He has that dog in him. DAWG. Woof.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
But yeah, I had to say, dude, I'm not missing the game. So we're going to have to wrap it up, brace it up, whatever, put a cast on and figure it out.
That's what I was gonna say. In your tenure that you had at U of H, how you didn't miss that many games or
No, I didn't. That season was the only thing
right.
None of his games,
thing that I missed.
Yeah, I was gonna say you
So-
were pretty consistent with the games that you played. You were on it all the time, dude. That's
Yeah, I believe that it was when I broke my hand is when I think it was the cause of the torn bicep because I only played on that one side.
I say, yeah.
So it was only work. I think it was just overworking that bicep.
Did you when it happened? You knew like right off the bat that it was that, or did you kind of waited out a little bit?
Well, I didn't know for like a hot second because I went to reach for the cue. I felt something weird, and I get up. I'm thinking I shake it out. I'm thinking I'm about to play the next play, but I look down and it looks like Popeyes, and I was like, it's too hot.
How bad was that?
oh, God damn.
So I just took a knee and had somebody check it out, and that was that. So I mean, if I didn't look down, I probably would have played another drive.
Yeah, jeez, man. That's no. I mean, honestly, I'm glad that you did because your health obviously comes first before anything else. And I'm sure in your mindset you're like let's go, let's do this because all the adrenaline that's happening. But yeah, man, I'm glad you actually looked down because that could probably end up being worse or something like that.
Like, man, I don't need 2 arms. I can do this with 1 arm.
Just the one. Just that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right, we're about to reset halftime point. So Rios, you know what time it is, right?
Yep.
All right. So we have this segment about halftime or halfway through the show called Rios' Beer of the Week. So here we go. Rios' Beer of the Week, y'all. What you got for us, Rios?
Alrighty. So in honor of opening day, this coming week, I decided to go with the go-to when I go to the games. Crawford Buck.
Hell yeah.
And, these special edition cans, World Champions 2022. I mean, every time I go to the games, it's the only thing I drink over there, man. Like, it's smooth, it's easy to drink, and just refreshing.
I'll
It
drink
gets
whatever's
high.
cheaper.
It's 9 Kyle Tuckers out of 10.
How many?
Nice.
9 Kyle Tuckers out of 10.
Okay. All right. What do you
Actually-
like best about
I actually bought a 12-pack not too long ago, a couple days
of
ago.
Carbac?
Of that one, the limited edition one, yeah.
I had to. No, it's real easy to drink. It's very smooth. Like if you're like not much of a beer drinker, this is something to go to. It's very light, very refreshing, very easy, very smooth.
What do you got in that big mug though?
Nothing yet. I'm debating whether to pour them all in there and just it's Monday.
Don't do it. Don't do it. There's no debating on there.
There's no debating.
Hey, Derek, let me ask you. Since you're a Houston born and raised, and you're a Texans fan, are you also an Astros and Rockets fan, or?
I am. I'm
So
Houston all the way.
Houston all the way. So the
I used to
Roughnecks
be the
as
Houston
well.
Arrows. Houston Arrows with the hockey team.
Oh man, taking
Hey, we took it old school Houston Arrows, man.
Yeah, dude. I used to go to the Arrows games.
Jeez
What?
Louise.
So what are you thinking of the landscape in Houston sports at the moment? Obviously, the Astros, we're champions at the
Astros are
moment.
front running. Yeah,
And do you see us winning back to backs?
I do every time, man.
I at the very least make it
We're
into
in
the World
the series,
Series,
baby.
right?
You say what?
95 back to back. I feel it.
Yeah, baby.
Spirit.
I don't know. I was having a conversation a couple of days ago at work. Like our division, even though the Oakland A's still suck,
The A's suck.
everybody's getting just
Angels
slightly
suck.
better. Slightly better, which is I think it's gonna make games more competitive. But I'm still confident. I'm still confident.
I think
with
in our
us.
division, the Mariners are the only ones that may, give us a little run here and there. I don't
They
see
had
the
our
Rangers
number.
going anywhere.
They had our number for most of the season, and
Yeah.
the Rangers, if they can make it work,
Nah. They're from South Oklahoma. They get no respect now.
I mean, true. What about the Rockets, man? How do you feel about
See,
our boys?
I'm a supporter for whatever. I don't really dip into basketball until the finals, really. But I haven't heard too crazy things about the Rockets.
No, yeah, we're still too young. We're still too young, man.
I mean, most of the guys in the team, they can't even buy alcohol. They're under 21.
Yeah, or defend to save their lives.
That's
Get
funny.
them a little alcohol. Derek, get in there. They need defense. I know Derek's the guy to go.
Shoot, I'll put the defense in the paint all day.
There you go.
Hell yeah, man. Do
That's what I
it.
miss about the 90s, man. The defense is like the big man in the paint. Like you don't have that anymore. It's basically a free for all to the paint. Like there's no guy like if you go to the hoop, like you're basically gonna get the layup. Like back then, you're about to get mauled to the ground, elbow to the face,
Right.
slammed.
How are you feeling about the Roughnecks as well? Like, you
Man, they're
watch them?
cold. They won it last
Are.
year, and they're going crazy this year. So, I mean, that's cool that they're putting on for the city too. That's
Right.
awesome.
They're I like that they're consistent. Wade Phillips has put on a pretty good team right there. I mean, they've only lost one game, right? Is that it? Only one
I
game.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one game this season, and I mean, I'm down. Like, we really want to go to one of those games, man, because they're exciting. Like, I'm a firm believer that 2019 season when COVID hit, the Roughnecks are going to be
Undefeated. We're
Yeah,
champions.
they
We're
were.
champions.
I believe that too.
The only thing we're missing is the ring, but we are champions for that season.
In my
Yeah,
mind,
we
we're
are.
actually 2020.
Because we were undefeated. So yeah, of course.
Like it's nice having a good football team here in Houston.
Yeah, I mean,
Soon.
When they open up,
Texans get up there soon.
So going back to the Texans. So what do you think we're gonna do? How do you think we're gonna go this season with all the changes we've been going through?
I think they're making some big moves. So I think we're definitely going in the right direction. If
I
you ask
agree.
me. Like, that's some
Yeah.
good pickups that they got. That coach from the 49ers, the OC, and then Case Keenum coming back. Solid moves.
Cougs, baby.
Yeah, baby, for sure.
did y'all ever get to did he ever go back and visit y'all when y'all were there or no? Case
Yeah,
Keenum?
he's came by a couple times, definitely. Yeah.
Oh, nice. How was he? Did you ever meet him? Did you actually meet him one-on-one?
I said what's up to him. I doubt he remembers it, but no, he's real cool. Real cool stand-up guy.
Funny story. I had a class with him. It was a history class. It was like the auditorium style classroom. So we would sit next to each other, and I was like, "Hey, it's the quarterback."
Oh, that's cool.
What she's like is like, who are you, sir? Like, are you the professor? Like,
I thought, yeah.
You want to pass the class or not?
stupid, dude.
No,
Yeah.
it was cool. Like a lot of the football players were they had the same class I did. I went to a couple games back at the old Robertson Stadium. Yeah, that wasn't much to write about.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but not anymore though. Not anymore. Not with our boy Derek, man. Like once he gets drafted by the Texans, bro, old defensive player, We already
That
know.
would be cool, man. That would be awesome.
I'm telling you.
That would be
So,
awesome.
So what is your goal like playing pro? What is the end goal for you?
I
Is
mean,
it like
I've,
is it like getting a ring or is it something more?
yeah, I mean, just accomplishing everything you can in longevity, being the 1% of the 1%er.
Want to play like
So,
those? Want to play like 15 seasons, something crazy like that, or?
I mean, as long as I can, but I want to make the most. I want to be great within whatever, because I know there's a time clock and everything, but I want to play as best as I can for as long as I can.
oh yeah, Father Time is definitely undefeated. So yeah, I
Even Tom
definitely.
Brady lost. He gave it a good run.
Hey, but yeah, he gave it a good run for sure.
I thought this man's gonna play till he's like 50 years old. So you know what? Who's gonna stop me?
Dude, like that's the thing though. Like he's been playing since I was in middle school. I was like in 7th grade when this man started.
And I'm
Yeah, I was 2 years old. That's what I'm saying.
Stop it.
That's crazy.
I was 17 years old when this man got drafted. I was
I'm still not convinced he's fully retired, dude. Like I'm
No.
telling you, he's
I
gonna
don't
come.
know, man.
Dude, it's gonna be week 1, and the lights are gonna dim, and then his music is gonna play.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna check the music.
Yeah, the Stone Cold Steve Austin with the glass breaks. Like he's just gonna
That's gotta be Brady.
Yeah, he comes out like surprise, like walk out. I'm like,
Oh my god.
I'm
I'll
telling
do
you.
better. He'd be like Sting coming down from the rafters.
Yeah,
Like until I see that man, like not anywhere near the stadium on week 1, I'm not gonna believe it till then.
Yeah.
that's awesome.
So Derek, so now correct me if I'm wrong here. So I looked at when I first reached out to you, I saw one of the things that I really, really thought was awesome from your Twitter page was you have the sunset of Tatooine on your cover.
Yeah,
How
My
big of a
header.
Star Wars fan are you? Just wondering.
I'm the biggest nerd you'll probably ever meet about Star Wars.
It's time for nerd out there. We're
I'm
gonna
like a
nerd
nerd.
out.
Like
This is
I'm a
the
straight
way.
up geek, bro. I'm a geek.
All right,
This
all
is
right.
the
We're
way.
gonna
I'm
nerd
like-
out right now with Derek.
This is the
okay?
way. This is the way.
This is the
Dude.
way.
I'm a nerd. I can tell you backstories about side characters, like in the Star Wars lore. I mean, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Huge.
That's what I want to talk about. Okay. Worst Star Wars. Let's start with your worst Star Wars movie.
My worst.
The one that you just can't watch again.
Force Awakens, man.
That whole trilogy, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, honestly, the whole trilogy.
Really?
Like I thought the Last Jedi was cool,
Uh-huh.
but that's definitely my least favorite trilogy for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
okay,
rushed.
So let me. Yeah, I agree with you. It was rushed,
It was
and
bad.
especially the last 2 movies, like the whatever the last one was called, whatever Skywalker.
Rise of Skywalker. Yeah,
Right,
that
that was absolute trash, 100% through and
You don't
through.
like that one?
yeah, man.
I
I didn't
watched-
like it.
I watched it by myself in the
couldn't-
theaters,
I couldn't do it.
and I was like, this was the worst, $20.
Yeah, I fell
I've ever
asleep
spent.
during one of them in theaters, and I was like, that's how I know I really thought it was bad because I'm
Yeah.
pretty locked in. With Star Wars.
My biggest gripe is you have Luke Skywalker who saw, the goodness in Darth Vader, the man that killed an entire planet. An entire planet. He blew up a whole planet. He saw the good in him, but he had a bad dream about his nephew. Oh no, I need to kill
Oh,
him.
gotta kill him.
Yeah,
You gotta
that's
kill
the
him.
money. That don't.
He's gotta go.
I
Yeah,
don't
they,
like
they,
it. Yeah.
they rushed it. too
They
quick.
ruined Luke Skywalker in that trilogy.
The one thing I'll say
Yeah,
about
they could have.
the one thing I'll say about the trilogy, and this is just my opinion, right? Like you said, like The Last Jedi had cool moments. I also didn't like that movie, but it had cool moments.
Right.
Out of those 3, the one that I would say that I like was The Force Awakens because it kind of brought back all the Star Wars things and like it set up a lot of things that I was like, okay, maybe we're going in the right direction, because I didn't hate the prequels, and the original one, the original trilogy, as good as it is, it's very like dated. You can see it, but this one was like it felt like The Force Awakens was gonna like take us somewhere better, somewhere like, oh, we haven't been there before, and some of the characters I like. I really like Kylo and I really like Rey. And
See,
that
that's the
first
thing.
movie.
I don't really like the character. Like, I thought they rushed
In
way
the
too
first
much
movie,
with
in the
that.
first movie, I thought they were good, and the last 2, I was like, yeah, like you said, completely rushed. The story doesn't make sense. Where the hell did Palpatine come from?
Like, it don't make sense. In the same movie, Rey finds out she has force powers,
Yeah,
and then understands
She's a
mind control. You know what I mean? Persuasion. Like Obi-Wan did a New Hope.
exactly. Yeah,
What's it called? I'm drawing a
And then when they're like making out in the end, and they win with the power of love. Get the hell out of here with that.
Yeah, that was a little too cheesy.
Did
On
we
that.
just lose him? Did we just lose him?
Did we?
George Lucas is watching. He just canceled the whole show.
George Lucas is over there with his basic car. You see, honey, they're talking about it.
What, did I
Not even what
disconnect?
George Lucas sounds like.
Yeah, we
well.
lost you for a second. We lost
We
you.
lost him for
Oh,
a second.
sorry. But no, I think they just rushed Rey as a Jedi. Like, there's no way you're just find out and then now you have force powers. You can do mind control.
Yeah.
In the same movie, like, it took Luke a little while to do that. He had to get out of the mode with Yoda.
Yeah.
And now Rey just hops on a starship and then can do whatever. So that's how. I mean, I don't know, but
So I'm trying to find out. I can't remember what movie it was where like Rey is. It might have been the last one where she's like listening to the previous Jedi's or whatever. I'm trying, and
It's
one
the
of them was
that's the last one.
it's the last one. Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out, how did Ahsoka die?
She doesn't. She didn't
doesn't.
die.
Still alive.
Okay, because she's listening to like all the past ones. Like, I was just trying to figure out, did Ahsoka die or something? Because I was
No,
like,
it's
No,
just
that
like
was-
somewhere
that was,
else. It's like a
I
Zoom
think that was
call.
Shock T.
It was like
Oh,
a
that-
Zoom call, and Ahsoka's just like talking in there. Like, oh shit.
no, because when I was reading like the closed caption, because sometimes I put the subtitles. It talked, it said Anakin, like all these voices that were talking, and then one of them was Ahsoka. I was like, oh, what happened? How did she die? That's what I was wondering.
Well, what we need is we should have heard Grogu. Suck this.
They
movie
probably
up.
haven't. So they're doing the Mandalorian, and they're going to come out with an Ahsoka series. So they're probably going to show that
Yeah,
if that's the case.
yeah.
Some
That's
new
what
content coming out soon.
dude. I'm excited for that. For the
I am
Mandalorian
too.
right now, to me, is one of the best shows out there. Like, the
Oh
way
yeah, definitely.
it-
Pedro Pascal, America's dad. He replaced Bob Saget. He's America's dad.
he's this generation's version of Bob Saget, R.I.P. Bob, but still, like, it's this generation's Danny Tanner. He's Pedro Pascal.
What
Yeah.
about
That's hilarious.
what about your favorite Star Wars movie,
Yeah,
or
favorite.
like piece of lore ever?
My favorite, Revenge of the Sith and Empire Strikes Back. Those are my two favorites.
Empire is my favorite. Yeah, Empire Strikes Back is that. My
Yeah,
favorite.
but I also I like how they did the Solo movie. I
Right.
thought it was pretty
Oh,
cool.
the
It's
solo.
it's very underrated.
It's
very-
slept on for
Yeah.
sure, but I feel like I enjoyed Rogue One a little bit more.
I did
Rogue
too.
One was one
I thought
of
Rogue
one of
One
the
was
best
cool.
ones.
Yeah, like we
the
could.
Darth Vader scene at the end.
Oh, dude, that gave me
Oh,
chills.
man.
Heat, boy, that's
That gave
heat.
me chills.
The most amazing scene, just him and the suspense that led up to that moment when they're all in the hallway, and then suddenly it's dark.
Dude,
and you
I'd
just
be-
see
I'd
that
be
red
shedding
light
bricks.
pop up.
If I was one of those like rebels, bro, I'd be shedding bricks, bro. I'd be
Yeah, I'd be
nah.
like, bro, I'm hitting a 40-yard dash the other way.
I don't get paid enough for this at all.
I don't care about the codes and none of that. I'm getting up out of here.
Bro,
Peace.
Yeah.
Instant transmission.
Yeah, but
That
I
Rogue
feel
One
like
scene.
that for me, like out of all the spin-offs or whatever, I feel like Rogue One is probably my favorite.
Yeah. Did anybody catch Andor here?
I did.
I
I
haven't.
love it, man.
I haven't
It's-
finished it yet. I ain't
It's
finished it yet.
good.
Good.
I think to watch it. It's
I'm
very-
taking my time on Andor because I've
Yeah.
finished everything else.
It reminds me very like old school. Like for those fans that like complained about like how they didn't like the Mandalorian bringing back like stars or same thing, like like past characters or whatnot, and same thing with the book of
Yeah.
Boba Fett. This is the show. Like this is the show for them because there's no lightsabers. It's just grit. Like it's just a gritty show, and it's just like wow, this is like
Yeah,
Star
like
It's about the
the
story.
slums of like
Let
the
me-
Star Wars
let-
universe.
Let me
Yeah.
ask you guys this. I don't know if I don't know if we ever talked about this, but when I was younger, like on Cartoon Network, like between shows, they would play out this little cartoon, Star Wars cartoon. It would be like a minute or two episodes type of thing,
Mhm.
and it was called the Clone Wars. But it wasn't like
Oh.
the computer. The
It's a
computer.
series.
It
It
wasn't.
was the
computer-
OG. It was the OG.
The
I know what
OG
you're
one,
talking about.
it was like hand drawn, like it wasn't the same style as Samurai Jack type of thing.
Yeah.
Do you, do
Yeah,
you guys
that's-
remember that? Because it
Heck
feels like
yeah.
a fever dream every time I mention
on
it. People are
Disney
like, "What are you
Plus.
talking
Disney
about?"
Plus. Clone Wars is on Disney Plus. Catch all.
It's
the
on
seasons.
Disney Plus. It's the
Again-
2-part episode.
Again,
It's on Disney Plus.
it's not the computer generated one,
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
right.
no, it's like the 2D one.
the
Like
2D one. Okay, dude. Like,
Yeah.
dude, I remember watching those as a kid, and I was like, "This is the best thing I've ever watched."
'cause
In
it
my
was the
life.
same kind of drawing like it was in the comic books.
Yeah, no, it was amazing. It was like I feel like that's
Yeah.
like my favorite, like Star Wars anything.
Watch
Yes.
that
Yeah.
whole series, man. It's amazing. You
Because I just love the animation. I just
Is
love
it
it.
this one,
so
dude?
much. Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, there's one scene there's one scene. I think is that one at the top, like the thumbnail. There's one of those clones, dude, that just goes on a fucking rampage in one of those
It's the
episodes.
yeah.
Yeah, dude, he
It's
just
hard.
goes off, dude, and I'll be like a 7-year-old, little Mexican boy just sitting on the floor, just like, this is the best thing I've ever watched
It's
in
just
my
so
life.
cool. Yeah.
You're from Venezuela. They're very different.
It doesn't matter. You know exactly what I mean.
No, but
People
they're
out there know
very different.
exactly what I mean.
I was the little Mexican boy. You're the Venezuelan dude.
Bro, you're from California. Get out of here.
Hey, don't tell people that.
He's eating his avocado toast.
Oh, you're too busy paying
Avocado
property
from
tax, bro. Get the hell out of
Mexico.
here.
Anyway, but yeah, dude. So yeah, the Mandalorian has been great. Poppy, have you seen the Mandalorian yet?
I watched season 1, but I didn't continue.
What?
Afterward.
What is wrong with you?
So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. So after watching all the movies and struggling through all of that, I felt the Mandalorian was really good. And then Boba Fett came out, and I watched the first 3 episodes of that, and like nothing happened.
It was
Like,
slow.
It was
yeah,
so
it was slow.
boring, and I was like, maybe I'm just
Yeah.
burned out. Maybe I'm just a little bit burned out on Star Wars. So I dropped it, and I haven't gone back to it at all.
So the way you do it is, you haven't seen Mandalorian 2, right? The season 2?
No, I haven't seen season.
You
2.
need
Did you
to.
finish season 1?
I did.
Okay, so what you do is you're supposed to technically watch all of season 2 of Mandalorian, and then you hit
Yeah.
Boba Fett.
That's the introduction to Boba.
Yeah, you have to basically finish the first, I think, is it 5 episodes or something like that?
Yeah.
Before it picks up. I think it was like first five episodes. By episode 4 or 5, it picks up a lot. Because
How many episodes is
it?
How many episodes is the season?
I think it's
for Bob?
8.
Yeah, I think it's
7 or
8.
Damn
Yeah,
it! I gotta wait 5 fucking episodes for
Yes.
it to pick up.
Yeah, but there's a lot that happens in those last 3.
A
It's
lot,
like it's
yeah.
packed.
It's
Oh,
worth it.
man.
It's worth it at the end. I promise you, it's worth it. So
I'm gonna
you got to
have to
finish
go back.
season 2 first, though, before that happens.
I'm gonna have to go
But
back.
watch Mandalorian season 2. Like when you see the last episode,
Because
remember
I remember
Rogue One,
season 1. I
days
remember
off chills. I'm telling you right now.
season 1 was amazing. Season 1 was
Season-
amazing. That's why I was
Season 2 is
expecting.
pretty good.
I was expecting so much for Boba Fett, because Boba Fett is one of those characters like
Yes.
in the lore. He's like one of the most badass characters there is. And like for those 3 episodes, because I think we watched the first one together, didn't we, Carlos?
Yes, we did.
And after the third one, I was like, dude, I don't think I can keep
It
doing
picks up.
this.
You just gotta kind of ride the wave, and it picks up by like episode 4 or 5. One of those, I can't remember. So you're like maybe 2 episodes away, but you gotta watch Mandalorian season 2,
Okay.
and then go and skip like the first 3 episodes of Boba Fett.
Yeah, I don't think I can watch
Yeah.
those again. I'll go back. I'll go back and try to catch up. Then.
And then it's good. And now season 3 of Mandalorian's been good. I'm waiting for Wednesdays again to watch it. Like,
Yeah, it's been going hard. It's been good.
last episode, we're not going to spoil everybody. Last episode was probably the best episode I've seen in a long time of anything.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm kind of letting a couple episodes drop.
Dude. So are you do you watch it by week, or do you wait for the whole thing to come out?
I wait. I think I've seen the first 2, and I'm gonna wait because I feel like I don't like the sense of emptiness you get after finishing the episode. I want to binge.
Okay.
And that's how it was with The Last of Us, dude. Having to wake every guy.
You watch The Last of Us?
I haven't seen it yet.
Bro,
You
you
gotta
gotta,
start.
I know it's good.
You ever
I know. I'm definitely that's on my list for sure.
Did you ever watch? Did you ever play the video game?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It was so good. It was so good.
So,
Dude, I
so
was
never
crying.
played the video game.
I was crying, bro.
Yeah, bro, like that. I never played the video game. So what I do is after the show, I go and see like the side by side of how they played it out in the game on YouTube, and then how they played the episode. It's very similar. They change a few
it's
things here and
crazy.
there on the show, but my God, when they do, it gets you hard, dude. That is.
And,
that
and
gets
the
you
good thing
going.
is like the whole thing is out right now. So you like once you start,
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't have to wait every week like I did.
Yeah, we were doing like watch parties here on our show with The Last of Us. Man, it was good. We do it on Twitch only because YouTube gets on us, so we do it on Twitch only. But yeah, The Last of Us, highly recommend that show, bro. Like that's if you ever on an off time, dude. That show on HBO Max, amazing.
For sure, bro.
America's Dad, Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal, man, he don't miss. He don't
Yeah.
miss.
Unless he's in Game of Thrones.
Oh,
Come on, dude.
that was a little blow.
Yeah, that was low blow. No, but yeah, man. So let me show. Sorry, before I have to show another one. I found a good one of that same Texas Tech game. I got it ready for y'all. Hold on. All right, here's Derek going after the QB again.
You had like 5 sacks on that game, right?
Like,
Yes, sir.
Just about ready.
Damn.
Relentless.
Dude, for a second there, I actually thought that you got stopped.
Like you would think at this point, they would have chipped with the tight end or the running back, some kind of help on that right side. Like, man,
I think they did chip me in overtime. They did one time, a couple times. They started
Really?
to.
Jeez.
I mean,
Look at
yeah.
look at that. Look
Right
at
there,
that.
yeah.
Ooh.
ain't no difference. Ain't no difference whatsoever.
Throw 5 guys at me. I don't care.
I like how you. All right, if you go back to this, like what you did afterwards, you're like, what else are you gonna bring to the watch? Look. He's like, what?
He's like, bring me Thanos.
Bring me Thanos.
That's funny. Heck yeah.
Yeah, man. That's some relentless stuff, dude. The way you come off the edge like that is crazy. That's some good stuff right there.
Speaking of nerd
I
stuff,
appreciate
Marvel or DC?
Marvel. My
I
Batman's my favorite all time, but Marvel.
What?
Batman.
Batman.
Yep. Batman.
Did we become best friends?
Yep. Facts. Batman, and then Iron Man's my second.
Iron Man,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
How do
You
you
like
how do
rich
you-
white guys. I see. Okay.
Well, it's like they're not limited by like their capabilities of not being a superhero, but they're
Yeah.
running with the big dogs
Yeah.
with no power.
Yeah.
They do.
They
They
just
do
got a lot
got
of
that
money
money
behind
though.
it,
They
you know?
do got that
Yeah.
money.
Gotta add the dinero.
They just sitting on some bread. So
So how do you feel? Okay, have you watched all the Marvel movies that have come out lately or no?
not recently. After Endgame, I really didn't.
You're not missing much.
Honestly, you're not missing much.
That's what I figured.
We had a friend of ours named Jeff who straight up we nerd out for every time he comes on, we nerd out like crazy on that stuff. And he said kind of like how I feel because I've seen every movie that's come out after Endgame, and it's like a sense of emptiness in a way because even though like Jonathan Majors as Kang is good, I like them in Quantumania, but the movies, the quality of the movies have the content of it has just been awful.
Yeah, it
and
dropped.
since Endgame,
All over
I
the
think the
place.
last good movie that I saw again was Spider-Man. With
Oh, yeah.
with all 3 Spider-Man, like that was the last good movie that I saw, and then after that, it was just kind of like an empty feel.
Yeah.
And then Wakanda was pretty good.
There's
And
no
then
focus.
I saw Quantumania, and I was disappointed. Like it wasn't good.
It's
Um,
like-
Yeah, I hadn't even been invested in those.
Yeah, you're not missing out honestly right now, and that's the sad part to say. Like you're not really missing out. And like I said, we had a friend Jeffrey who told us this. He's like, you know what? After Endgame, like that feeling of like the emotion that you got at the movie theater, like everybody going off on like you
Yeah.
can't really replicate that again.
Yeah,
It's-
dude, you
No,
have
you
people
can't.
clapping, you have people laughing, crying, like it was crazy.
I mean, that
All
was
of
like
that. Yeah.
10 years of buildup, man. 10 years.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Did you watch the last Batman movie?
Yes, I did. I liked it a lot.
Same.
Yeah.
I loved it, man. It's different direction. Like he's more of a
Yeah, it was different. Like
I hope that they do
it
some.
portrayed the
some more of that.
darkness, the real darkness of Batman.
Dude,
Yeah.
it was like 3 hours long, and when it was over, I was sad. I was like,
I was
oh
like,
damn, I
what,
wanted to
it's
keep
over?
going. I want to keep going. I could do like 3 more.
like what's the next one
Yeah.
coming out?
Nah, I want them to do more like that. I like this type of Batman because
I do
it feels
too.
more like the Batman like in the comics.
Right? Like
He's
just
a little bit more methodical, a little bit more like on the detective side, not so much like punching the bad guys or whatever.
Yeah.
And if they do something with like the Court of Owls or something like that, I'll be like,
Oh
over the
man,
moon.
I
Over
would
the
lose
moon.
it.
That'd be
All right. So
cool.
really quick, so you're into the nerdy stuff. So have you ever? So when it comes to like board games, have you ever played? What's like the nerdiest board game you ever played?
Man, I played Monopoly's not nerdy, but I've always wanted to learn Dungeons and Dragons. Learn how to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Have you ever played it before or anything, or
I
just tried
haven't.
it? Not
I
even.
haven't.
Okay.
I know about it, and I know it runs an extensive way. But like, if I learned, I would be down to play.
Yeah.
Get me a little bag together, camp out.
Yeah, right.
I think that'd be cool.
No,
Did,
I'm not gonna lie, watching
what was it-
Stranger Things got me wanting to learn how to play Dungeons and Dragons.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, I've been. So did you? Okay, so the nerd, the I used to play like the Pokemon stuff and the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. That was my stuff. That was my thing. I used to play those relentlessly. Bobby, did you ever go into that route?
Yu-Gi-Oh, yes. Pokemon, no.
No.
Pokemon, I would play the game. I would play the game, but not the card game. Yu-Gi-Oh, I would play it a lot.
Yeah, I was bigger on the DS and the Game Boy with the
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Yeah, I haven't played the last few ones, but every now and again I'll go back to like Red and Blue and just
Yeah,
kill
that's
an,
how old I am.
kill an
I used to-
afternoon doing that
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
That's how old I am. I had the Game Boy Color when it came out, and I played Pokemon Red and Blue, and then Gold and Silver came out.
Silver,
had
bro.
I had the Game Boy. It was the green screen. There was no color. It was green, black, green and black.
You had the first Game Boy ever. That's
Bro, we know you played on a typewriter. Get out of here.
I play with a potato.
How was it when you tried the beta version of Atari?
It blew my
Oh,
mind. This little Pong thing. It blew my mind.
Hey, Derek, is there any other teammates of yours or whatever that you guys just nerd out on
yeah.
crazy
So
stuff like that?
Elias Bell,
Uh-huh.
Elias Bell, he's a big Star Wars nerd, big Marvel, Batman guy too. So we're
Nice.
always nerding out. Other than that, it's really it, dude. I really talk to him about Star Wars all the time.
What do you talk to the rest of the guys about?
Shoot, locker room talk. You know how that is. Locker
Nothing we
room
can't
talk.
say on air.
Yeah, really.
I just picture one day, like I just picture Derek one day just like talking. Yeah, you know what? You know what's terrible about Tatooine is just such a. Everything happens in Tatooine, and you see some bigger dude than him. It's like, yeah, what's up, bro? I'll get you too. Anyway, back to Luke Skywalker. Yeah,
But,
man.
yeah.
Nah, man. But hey, Derek, we're gonna end it now. But dude, I appreciate you coming on the show. Thank you for talking to us, for having us show your clips, for guiding us through it. So right now, Derek, before we go, the last question is this, and we always ask the guys that come in here that are part of the draft, what's going through your mind right now as the draft is near? Like how do you feel right now? You've had your pro day, you feel good with your numbers. How do you feel going into the draft, or
Man,
at this time now?
Just waiting for whatever opportunity approaches me, and I'm going to embrace it with open arms and just approach it like I'm grateful and blessed, like I feel right now. So that's just how I'm approaching it. Work said and done. It's in God's hands now.
Yeah, you saw how his ability to get to the quarterback. You saw his breakout speed. You saw his tenacity. The man's a soldier. Like
With
exactly
a broken
like
hand, bro. With
Broken
a broken
hand.
hand.
He's like, nah, this don't stop me. Like that is
I
the
appreciate
type
y'all.
of yeah, that's exactly what they need. So Derek, thanks again. Don't leave just yet. I'm about to end the show, but don't leave just yet. And we'll talk for just a little bit after this. All right, guys. Thanks
Okay,
for
cool.
coming on. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate y'all. Derek Parrish, y'all. And of course, Reels with his beer of the week. See y'all. Peace.
Peace.